All right, here we are at our 1997 Bayliner 2859 Ciera Express. Special edition cabin cruiser for sale here on the beautiful fresh waters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. This is about a 29-foot 10-inch LOA. That is length overall. About 9 feet 9-inch beam. Express cruiser for sale. This slip that we're currently in, this covered slip, is transferable. If you want to leave it right here, you can. This is just beyond legal trailerable restrictions at 9 feet 9 inches wide. So there is no trailer with this one, and we can't arrange to get this transported to you. This is a very thoughtfully laid out express cruiser. It's surprisingly roomy, and it is very easy to move about it. You'll see what I mean here whenever we get on the inside of the cabin. We're here as always for our video walkthrough tour, and you will find more information about this one at our website, which is www.yournewboat.com. We don't mention the asking prices in the video tours. That is because they'll often change until listing is sold. And also the status can change pretty quick as well, as far as this can go from being available, depending, and then sold pretty quick. So we do direct you to our website. If you are in the market for something, please just use our YouTube page just for our video walkthrough tours. If you're actually shopping, you're going to want to open up a new tab or window. If you've got questions about this model, if you want to know more about it, see the full list of features on it, all you got to do is open up a new tab or window, type in yournewboat.com, click enter. When you see that orange lettering, you know you're going to be at the right place. Click that find your new boat button in the top left hand corner, and all you got to do is scroll down until you see this one. We're going to have a beautiful photo from the exterior of this one with it outside of the slip, so you're going to be able to see the lines on it. And to see the asking price right there, of course, you're going to see our contact information all over there. You'll be able to reach out to us with questions by phone, by text, or by email. We do ask if you call us on the phone, you get our voicemail. Please make sure you leave us a detailed message if you are wanting to return phone call. We're often without cell phone reception, so if you don't leave a message, we often will have no idea that you called. And if you do want more, leave me a detailed message. Let me know which listing you're looking at, what question you have. As soon as I get back in cell phone range or finish up with the customer, I will return your call, have all of your questions answered for you. That way, if you forget which boat it was that you called about, I'll know exactly which one it was. So I started with the engine hatch up on this one, and this is a MerCruiser 7.4 liter V8 Thunderbolt ignition Bravo 2 inboard outboard stern drive engine. There is no engine hour meter on this one, so we do not know how many hours are on this engine. Typically when that is the case, you want to look carefully at the boat's condition to try to get an idea for how much use it has seen. This one, let's just say I'm impressed with this one, and I think you'll see that here in a few minutes whenever we start to wrap up our video walkthrough tour. But I did want to spend some time here in the engine room with you. This one has been recently serviced. Carburetor was redone, and I'll have service records available for it. We also have, step down in here, also got a newer 6-gallon electric hot water heater. We've got a dual bank 10-amp battery charger, 2 batteries. I believe one of those, the date was 2017, the other one did not have a date. We've got newer trim tab motors. Those are Bennett trim tabs. This is a 102-gallon aluminum fuel tank that's just forward of the engine. Some more storage over here, and that is your pump for air conditioning. We'll see that in here in a few. Well, I was going to show you inside that storage locker, but I just realized with this engine hatch up, I'm a little bit trapped in here. So let me climb out. Let me lower this engine hatch. And you can also see we've got newer snap-in cockpit carpeting. There's a little storage hatch right over here. That's going to get you down in that battery, where the batteries, hot water heater, onboard battery charger was, where I was just showing you. Got a storage compartment here, which also makes your battery switch accessible. 2 rod holders built in, or rod storage holders built in just inside that hatch. And if we close this walk-through transom, we've got another. This is a wet storage locker. Could also be used as a cooler. Basically got a drain out to your bilge right there. And then we've got 3 rod holders if you're out doing some fishing. That's what these are. So you've got 1, 2, and a third one right here. So now what I mean by this being easy to get around, you talk about easy getting in and out of an express cruiser. You've almost got a flat entry. Now of course your dock height's always going to vary a little bit, but going from that extended swim platform right through that walk-through transom, here you are in a nice roomy cockpit. If you're into fishing, you got plenty of room back here. And then you've got the Issenglass canvas enclosures and a hardtop with lighting where you basically step in, you can be out of the weather. And you can also have these, of course you can take all that Issenglass off. You've got some screened windows here on the sides of your hardtop. And there's your driver's seat. Now here at your driver's seat, we have a Lowrance Mark V X Pro depth and fish finder. We've got a Danforth compass just overhead. 12-volt power outlet. Here's your tachometer, speedometer, engine temperature, engine oil pressure, battery volts, engine fuel level. Remote spotlight control. Now we'll say that that spotlight's just an on or off. It does not have the directional controls. Here's that Lowrance. It's showing your surface water temperature 88 degrees currently right now in near the tail end of August here on Norris. And you've got your depth reading 43 feet right here in the slip. And it's sonar fish finder going across the display to the right there. Trim tab, basically Bennett trim tab boat levelers. Here's your standard Horizon Eclipse VHF radio. That's got your weather band on there as well.
Nice, mostly clear.
And then of course you've got instrument lights up here. You've got a windshield wiper, anchor light, nav light, functional horn, blower, bilge pump. We basically function tested most of things up here. Now this depth finder has been replaced with this Lowrance up here. We do also have that 12-volt battery charger. And then your driver's seat here can basically fold down and be out of your way if you need more room here in this cockpit. Additionally, we have a removable cockpit table right here. It's going to go right there in that mount and give you a small little cockpit table to go along with that companion seat there. If you do make it over to the website and look through the video tour of this one, you will see at least one photograph of that cockpit table in place. All right, so now we're going to step down to our cabin. And this is a very roomy cabin. You've got 2 steps that takes you down into your cabin here. And then you're basically all on one level down here. You've got about 6 foot 3 inch worth of headroom down here. And you can sleep up to 6 down here. So we've got this convertible dinette. This is going to make into a bed. I'll have photos of this at the website. We have an AM, FM, CD, USB, auxiliary input, Boss Marine stereo, 12-volt power outlet right there. That's also got Bluetooth capabilities. 2 cabin speakers right here for that stereo. And then you've got a nice large V-Berth. We've got some upgraded LED lighting, basically a whole new interior. You've got new upholstery. You've got that same flooring. That's is a luxury vinyl. I believe they'll call it a seagrass flooring. It's nice and soft to walk on, easy on your feet. And then you basically have these canvas window screens throughout, and a lot of natural light in here. I've got all the window curtains are down right now, but if you're someone who does get a little claustrophobic, you can open up this entire cabin and you're going to have a lot of not only natural lighting, but almost a almost a 360-degree view of the water around you here. So I'm gonna pop that back up, this little privacy screen back up. And then here's this V-Berth. Now, I should also say they've added some memory foam mattresses that goes on top of this newer upholstery down here. So we've got about a, what is that? About a 4-inch thick memory foam that's basically been added on top of all this new upholstery. Got a bow hatch right here, so if you want to bring in some natural air circulation, you can prop that up while you're cruising. You're gonna get a nice draw of fresh air coming in. And then you've also got an Arctic Marine. This is a marine heat and air conditioning unit. Estimated, there's no numbers on that. That's actually been replaced. This originally came with a 12,000 BTU air conditioner, and that's been replaced with that Arctic Marine. Appears to be a reverse cycle. Looks to be about an 8,000 BTU unit. Now, here in your little galley, we've got a small stainless sink, microwave, and then we've got a dual burner. This is a alcohol or electric range top. Nice cabinet storage underneath your sink. Got some slide out drawers right here. We've got a nice hanging closet right here. And then just under this convertible dinette, we do have a Norcold 12 volt and 110 refrigerator. And then here's our head compartment. We've got a manual Jabsco head, small sink, and then of course this is going to slide out and will mount up here to be used as a shower. You got a drain in the floor. Actually a fair amount of headroom in that head compartment. And this is basically just an access panel. You've got your waste tank. I believe that's about a 36-gallon waste holding tank, or a 30-gallon waste holding tank, and 36-gallon freshwater tank. That would be your water pump. And of course you've got a seacock there for the water for that marine head, where you can shut that on and off. Try to get you that full 360-degree tour. We've also got privacy curtains going to slide all the way across. That's tucked over to the edge right there. That will slide all the way across and give you some privacy up there in the V-Berth. GFI outlet right here, as well as a 12-volt power outlet over here on the galley side, in addition to over there on the port side where your dinette is. And then a nice large mid cabin. Notice the headroom's all the way up to that 6'2", 6'3" foot of headroom. Basically a full door. It's going to go into that mid cabin, and that's got a little door catch on it. And we've got a good size door in here. We've also got another good size storage closet, another window curtain. That one's pulled up, and then we've got two screens right here. One of these screens is for the bow hatch, and the other one is for this hatch right here at the back of your mid cabin bed. A little storage shelf just over top of this mid cabin bed. And again, same thing here. We've basically got the newer interior cushions with memory foam on top of that. And then I think you can tell we've also got a little storage locker with a little canvas made for that, to just kind of close that off. So if you put loose items in there, that'll keep them from sliding around while you're underway. But again, so you'll be able to get a lot of circulation in here with those, basically, essentially about a bow hatch here at the mid cabin and at the bow. Those nice large square hatches. Again, this one here is just underneath this window right there. So it's going to pull in a lot of air and bring it all the way through your cabin here. And then of course you've also got this cabin door you're going to be able to close off. All right, so I'm going to step back out to our cockpit. Here's where we started. I'm going to show you up near the bow, and we've got some nice integrated steps that are going to take you there. So you got a little step here, you got a handrail right here where you can hold on to, and then you've also got a handrail up here on your hardtop. It's going to follow that up, so you're going to be able to hang on to this, as you walk right across here and follow this walkway all the way up to your bow. We've got some cushions that have been made up here, just sitting on top of that cabin. And then here's that bow hatch I mentioned. Here's those windows looking down into that V-berth bed. Is your anchor storage locker right here. Got a good size, looks like about a Danforth fluke anchor, little anchor roller, and a good size cleat. It's a good size railing up here as well. So once again, I'm going to remind you to click over the website if you are seriously interested in this one. If you do have questions, that again is www.yournewboat.com. Here's that remote spotlight. Here's your horn. That is a TV antenna right there, that little flat disc looking thing. And then that's basically just a catch where that anchor light can lay down to if you are transporting this down the highway. Again, no trailers with this one. This is a 9-foot 9-inch beam, so it's not legally trailerable, but it can be moved. About a 7,600 pound dry weight on this one. Also want to show you, so this is where we start to get into the wear and tear on this one. Not a whole lot, but we do have some stress cracks around your cabin of this one, so I'm going to get you kind of up close and personal with those now, so there's not going to be any surprises when you do come see this one in person. A few of those there, a few more right in here. I don't know if this stuff will be noticeable. Depends on the lighting. Sometimes you can see it easily, sometimes you can't. Bottom paint's also in good shape on this one. That was done recently. And then this is about the only mark I noticed on the hull, just barely into that gel coat. I think there's one other similar size on the other side. I'll try to get over there here for you. And as this tour starts to wrap up, again, visit the website for the current asking price. Reach out to us with any questions. Again, this is a 29-foot 10-inch long express cruiser, 9-foot 9-inch beam. www.yournewboat.com is going to be where you're going to find more information about this 1997 Bayliner 2859 Ciera express cruiser for sale. Transferable slip here on beautiful Norris Lake. And I thank you again for joining us. A few more stress cracks right in here if that shows up. And I think that's just going to start to do it for us. Thank you again for joining us.